Matteo Berrettini thinks he has what it takes to dominate some of the biggest names in tennis. But is his confidence well placed? Let's find out, starting with his optimism about his career. Now, Berrettini was pretty confident about defeating big names this year. This man thinks that he's got what it takes to beat legends like Rafael Nadal and Novak Djokovic. That's a very bold statement to make. I mean, Novak and Nadal are literally the best in the game, and a number 13 seed thinks he can defeat them? Matteo's proper career has only begun to take flight. His first ever Grand Slam final was the 2021 final, where he lost to none other than Djokovic himself.
In the court, obviously, was a little bit different from what I expected.
Despite losing that, the final makes this 26-year-old think that if he can get that close, he can beat them too. And he's not entirely wrong either. Getting to the finals is a huge deal in itself, and I'm talking about Wimbledon here. But it's not just Wimbledon that's boosted this man's morale. He also made it to the semifinals of last year's Australian Open. There, he was met by Nadal, who handed the young player a 4-set defeat.
I was ready for different kind of conditions, and then 2 minutes before, obviously everything changed. And
it looks like he's taken both those defeats in a positive light, as learning experiences. Berrettini said, the more you play against them, the more you learn how to beat them. That final against Novak was Matteo's first ever. Obviously, just getting to that point was a big achievement for the young star. And he said that he felt honored to play against him as well. Now, he thinks one loss is all the learning experience he needs.
To talk about the match now, it could have been,
Because he's ready to win next time. And he said that he's pretty confident about getting long runs and Grand Slams now. That brings us to the first slam of this year, the Australian Open. And as you should have guessed by now, he was hoping to win the AO title. Like everyone else, Matteo started his 2023 season with the inaugural United Cup.
Yeah, I think he played definitely better. He was moving.
That went great for this player who got Italy into the city finals after a great victory over Casper Ruud. After the United Cup, there's only one thing on every tennis player and fan's mind: the Australian Open. The 26-year-old was excited to head down to Melbourne and take the city by storm. He said that the United Cup would help him build a lot more confidence and skill, which could really come in handy for getting a long run in the AO. Now, whether he got that or not is an entirely different story, and I'll update you on that in a bit. But regardless of what happened, you can't deny that the man was really giving it his all.
And obviously this is not the way that I wanted to finish the match, but
that's because he couldn't achieve his dreams in 2022. And I'm not just talking about his AO semifinal defeat, that was just the beginning. All in all, 22 was tough on this guy. After reaching the Wimbledon finals in 2021, I'm pretty sure this player thought that getting a Grand Slam title was just within his reach now.
I knew that would have been a tough first round. He loves to play these kind of matches.
But last year was quite different from what he'd expected. After the AO, Matteo was forced to skip the French Open because of an awful hand injury, the worst nightmare of any tennis player. That's one Grand Slam gone just like that. But he didn't lose hope. He made his way to Wimbledon, the same place where he'd gotten so close to the end just a year ago. His run over there was even more unfortunate. Just when Matteo was gearing up for his first match in the tournament, he tested positive for COVID-19.
Atmosphere against him, and just a great match. Unfortunately, it didn't go my way.
There goes that. As per the rules, the player was forced to withdraw. Next came the US Open. Now that was the first Grand Slam Berrettini could even play in after the AO. But everyone knows that being off the court for such a long time has many drawbacks, especially when an injury or worse, a pandemic is involved. You can't even practice on your own in such cases. Despite all odds, he made it to the quarterfinals, but there he met Casper Ruud, who won against Matteo with a straight set.
And that's what I did. But yeah, I did a couple of weeks of training really hard before the tournament, so I was ready.
This year was his chance to set the record straight, and he was optimistic about it too. Unfortunately, life rarely goes as planned, and Berrettini lost to Andy Murray in the opening round of the AO 2023. All that hope, and this is what he gets? This year's gotten off to a rough start for the young player. Number 13 seed Matteo was up against Andy Murray in the opening round.
I don't know how he feels. I feel tired, obviously. I feel that I didn't lose because I was tired.
Now, Andy is a 3-time Grand Slam winner. Of course, he has what it takes to win, but it wasn't an easy win by any means. Berrettini put his best foot forward and Murray had to save a match point in the last set. The final decision came after a tiebreaker. And when there's a tiebreaker involved, you know that the game was pretty close.
This one is for him. He's having a tough year, but he's gonna come back soon, so let's go.
The match lasted around 4 hours and 49 minutes, and it was Andy's first win over a top 20 opponent at a Grand Slam since his last one in 2017, about 6 years later. While my heart breaks for Matteo, I know that Murray earned this one. He's been battling horrible injuries over the last few years that had everyone questioning his future in tennis. And this first win was definitely a very emotional moment for the star.
Today I had to drink a lot, and that's what I did. But yeah, I did a couple of weeks of training really hard.
In his first interview afterward, Andy said, "I'm just unbelievably happy, very proud of myself." He was really glad that all of his hard work over the past few months finally paid off. Not just that, Murray was very proud and honored for winning a game against a player like Matteo, one of the top 20 seeds at the tournament. Speaking of Matteo, I'm sure he was devastated. But such is the life of a sports star. You win some, you lose some. But in the case of Berrettini, he's been having more defeats than wins. But one failed Grand Slam won't alter his motivation to win another because Matteo's only moving forward. He still considers himself one of the top players in tennis right now, and he's pretty confident that he can find his way past his injuries and illnesses to win big this year.
A little bit heavy with my legs, but that wasn't the reason why I lost.
Speaking to Eurosport in Saudi Arabia, Matteo recalled playing against current #1 Carlos Alcaraz earlier this year. He didn't expect Carlos to achieve what he did, but he was proven wrong. And he did it despite Rafa and Novak being the beasts that they are. So if Carlos can do it, why can't Berrettini? Of course, this isn't to say that man's claiming the #1 spot this year. He's taking it one day at a time. Right now, he's aiming for a spot in the top 10, and then he'll see where he can go from there. After all, he was number 6 in the world in only 2021. His ranks didn't plummet because of lack of skill or performance, they were hindered by injury and illnesses. That means the man still has the potential to get back up to the top. He can easily get to number 6, and who knows, with a bit more effort, he might be able to jump into the top 5 as well. And after that, it's the Grand Slams. Slowly but surely, Berrettini is making his way to a Grand Slam title. He knows he was close to it before, so he's got what it takes. While his health is a priority, he thinks he's ready to move past the side effects of the hand surgery and get back into form now. He said, "Obviously the goal is to win a Grand Slam, and I really hope he achieves it. If not this year, then next year will surely be his year." That's all on Berrettini's hopes for this year. See you in the next video.